Hello, and welcome to Corvid Coder. This is the show where I code things and other people are going to watch. We're going to continue with our Nuthatch library. So for more information about that, go to patreon.com/nannyfritz, and you can go and find the links. There's like a huge delay. Okay, that's fair. So the links down here are YouTube if you want to find past streams or current streams, Twitch for current streams, and then github.com/corvidcoder for all the code. So all of the code inside of this organization. Actually, let me open one more thing. Let me see. Can I get a shortcut of that here? I don't really want to open it twice. Did it let me open it twice? It did, okay. Just a second, I'm gonna make a shortcut for it. Okay. So all of the code that we write on stream shows up in this organization, and all of the code in this organization is written on stream. So Nuthatch is a set of game utilities. It's for making games. Right now it's for making 2D games. And today will be day 28. So yesterday, we fixed some bugs. Did I do anything else? I think I mainly just fixed bugs. Okay. So today, I wanted to work on, oh, let's just open it up. Let's look at the to-do. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's go to Nuthatch and open up Atom there. And let's open up a new, did it? Okay. So the first one, we're going to run npm dev. Wow. I suppose that would be Atom. Okay. And the other one, we're going to run npm run test. Let's get up Firefox, which I'm going to close and put it into Chrome. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the dev tools back on the bottom. Let's just minimize this. We don't need that. So the to-do, I'm going to add into here, well, something that I was actually kind of excited about working on would be this. It's like a variable fixed time step. What else is in here? NES Ice Hockey would be a lot of fun too. Or Joust even, or Frog. Pretty much all of these would be really fun. Gamestate, matrix state, these would be really useful utilities. Audio. I've been putting off audio for a while. I've also been putting off text for a while. Those should be high on my list. I feel like I want to restructure this. Whatever. Okay, so high on my list would be audio, text, game state, matrix state. and the runtime. The runtime is kind of important because if we ever want to support networked games or deterministic games, we'll need to have this. I'm going to go ahead with Gamestate. And we'll have a sample menu to demonstrate the game state. So let's go ahead and create a new game state, or new file, gamestate.ts. There must be a setting that I set to pause on XML HTTP requests, because that's frankly pretty annoying. I don't see like any options for that. Oh, how about that? There we go, okay. So I should have my DevTools back without just constantly breaking. So at the same time, I'm going to create a demo. Let's base it off of Pong. Let's just base it off the latest thing, whatever. Menu. Also, Flappy Bird, I need to change the title of it. I noticed it was still Pong. Flappy Fish. Flappy Bird. So the menu, I need to add it to this page. Let's go ahead and open it. So it's Shipwreckers. Let's close that, close that, close that. I didn't write any notes in Gamestate, did I? Push, pop, and callbacks. Yeah, so those are the things I need. So let's go ahead and clean a lot of this up. And okay, we're just gonna use shapes in this one. We need runtime, we need that, we need graphics, matrix, don't need these. Probably don't need that. Keyboard we'll use, graphics. I need more screen real estate. Okay, so we're creating an orthographic matrix. Okay, so I guess I do want import screen from, I need a constants. I'm just gonna copy it from Shipwreckers. Okay. So what does constants look like? It's got a spreadsheet, delete, debug, true, screen 800 by 600. We don't need that. We're gonna do 300 by 300, and we don't need that. Okay. So there's no boats, there's no cannonballs. Oh boy. I guess we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't got any of that. We do want that. We do want that. Don't want any of that. Okay. So why is it still asking for sat.js? Oh, because it's in here. So I don't need any collision detection. Okay. It's not going to be called game, it's going to be called, will be called game. And we need a main menu. So we have a menu state. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a const states. Okay, so we're going to start creating a theoretical interface now. So we need something that manages our game states, and then we also need individual states. So our state manager we're going to create I kind of want a better name than that, but you know, how descriptive is that? Go away. And then we also need we need to export this. I want it to be on top because I feel like it's more important. We also need a state. And it's actually going to be a TypeScript interface. It's not going to be an actual object that you need to pull. It'll just be an interface. So objects will need to look like this. It should have I need to think about this. But we're going to need ones for enter, leave, destroy, and create. I think they're better grouped like this. So if I am creating a new game state, call this. If I am deleting the game state, call this. As I'm popping it. Yeah. Let me readjust. Okay. So the state manager is going to be a stack. And when you create a new state and put it onto the stack, it should call its create and enter. If you add something on top of the stack and cover the current state, it should call its leave. If you remove the things that were covering it and you go back into the state, it should call its enter. Then if you remove it from the stack or pop it, we need to destroy it. So we'll think about this terminology here in a second, but that might be good. So the theoretical stuff here is I don't have to import anything here, but here I do. It'd be import state manager from Gamestate. I like avoiding the word game because that implies that you're using it for games, and this really could be used for just any graphics library or tools like that. So I'm just going to call it state.js. Okay. So const state equals new, const state manager equals new state manager. I don't really understand this. Let me check my compiler. Seems to be okay with it. Let's make sure that it is creating a file for it. Show Explorer, go up a folder, or no, go back. State.js. Also want to clean this out. So here's our state.js. So what's there? Error aborted. Oh, needs to be global. Okay. So you have a state manager. And the very first thing I want to do is I want to state manager dot push. Oh, objects are not good enough. They should be classes. They need to be instances. Okay. New menu. And to get the menu, we're going to import menu from menu.js. So this is going to be a export class menu constructor state manager dot update and state manager dot draw. Okay. So that implies there's an update and draw on our state, but maybe there's not. So do I require that? I have a feeling the answer is going to be no. Like, I already don't like the rigidity of this. Okay, we'll stick with updating draw for now. Push, pop. Create, destroy. Let's see, what do these need to look like? They're like functions that return nothing, something like that. What would this be? Enter, leave. What doesn't like about this? Duplicate. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Still curious about this update and draw here. If state dot create exists, are these redundant? We'll hold on to them for now. I do have a very good feeling that, well, maybe not. Maybe it's because I need a splat. I do want it to be an any. Maybe I have to specify that. Okay. So if we have a create, there's a more intricate interaction I think. I'm just going to write this out. State.create, just call it. If this dot states, dot length is greater than 0, so if that exists, we're going to go ahead and call the leave on it. Didn't work. Okay. This is getting really messy, really fast. These need to be optional too. I put them here? Yeah. Or do I put them here? I don't think I put them here. Yeah. So these are all optional. You don't need any of these callbacks. But I guess just everything is optional. This needs to take in a number. Okay. I feel like create and enter need to take in values. We'll work on that later. What's wrong with this? Object is possibly undefined. I mean, I kind of ensured it existed with this. Oh. Do I still need the exclamation point? Okay, okay. I will leave the exclamation point. I wish I had the existential operator right now. That'd really clean up my code. So the question module does not provide an export name default. Yeah, I don't think I put a default on it. I don't like that color. State manager is not defined. Yeah, it's capital S. Oh, wait. Really? Oh, I typed it wrong. Manager. Manager. Okay. So technically I should be able to put a draw in here or something. Oh, I guess I haven't done that quite yet. We'll start with the update. Hi. So in the state manager, yeah, we're going to change it to call. Or execute. I thought there was like a specific. Maybe not. So a string. If I guess it doesn't have to be private. Top return that's really dirty. What's wrong with this? It's oh yeah, wrong order. Oh boy. I'm letting people do like anything they want with state, which I feel like is complicating things. I wonder if I should just lock it down. Like it's required to have all of these things for this to work. I think I am going to start with locking it down and see what happens. I still want a top though. So there is no execute. There is an update, which takes a DT of number. And there is a draw. Oh. I guess it needs to be public. You can have multiple state managers, so we're gonna make it private. Let's see here, constructor top update. This dot top dot update dt. This dot top dot draw. So basically, if you call this with nothing in there, that would be a user error. Okay, so TypeScript isn't going to let me do that. Okay, let's put some annotations in here. So what doesn't like about this stuff? Object is possibly undefined. Really? Can I say that it's not? Okay. So that allows me to clean up this. I just say, you know what, it exists. I still need to do this though. And this, actually. And I just can't live with myself doing if statements without. Okay, so that should help. So you pop one off, you leave and then destroy, and then you enter the next one. Then return the one that you removed. If you push, you leave, then you push. I almost feel like this should be the order. Okay, so you leave. When you push, you leave, and then you create and enter. This looks pretty good. Then you can draw an update. And I said these are absolutely required. You can't do it without them. So let's go over to our menu and let's go stub this out. So I don't need this. I'm gonna get rid of create. I think it's redundant with a constructor. Well, actually, nothing about this says it has to be a class, so. We're going to go to create. Destroy needs to stay there. We don't have a deconstructor in JavaScript. So enter, leave, and destroy. Okay, so state.create is not a function. Oh yeah, I literally just changed that. Okay. So I don't need a constructor. Well, actually I do. So console.log hit A to go to room A, B to go to room B. Hit A to go to room A, B to go to room B. So I could theoretically hit between A and B to go to 2 different rooms. So I need a keyboard here. So we're going to say, and did I import a keyboard here and export it? Yeah. So import keyboard from game. And then on update, we're going to say if keyboard.is down, might be is key down, A. And then we're going to, we're just put A for now, just to make sure it works. A, okay. Else if B, print B. Okay. So in the draw, I'll do nothing, but let's create another state. Let's create A now. It's going to say, welcome to A, escape to go back. So I have no idea what escape is. Let's just try escape. So in the game, we actually need to export our game state. So export const state manager equals new state manager, because we're going to need to import it. You okay, cat? You have a nightmare or did you just cough? I don't really know. Okay. State manager dot push. I'm just gonna call it A, I guess. Something about that seems wrong. Okay, so hit A, and now it says, welcome to A, escape to go back. And I didn't do that part yet. Hey, cat. So A, to go to A, escape to go back. State manager is not defined. That's true. A to go in, escape to go back. Oh, I see what's happening. So we don't actually want this in the constructor. We want this in the enter. Let's put these all up here. So constructor only happens once ever. Enter happens every time you go into it. So hit A to go into room A. I'm looking down here. B to go, so A, welcome to A, escape to go back. Hit A to go to room A. So in addition to what I'm doing here, I want to change the colors. So I also need graphics. Let's see how that's done. I want these two lines. Or, no, I just want that line. Might as well change the color, because I don't have text right now. I can change the color. So if I go to A, it's red. If I go back, it's black. Go back to A. So now let's do B. I can just duplicate A, really. B. I need to name these classes the correct thing. And technically, I feel like, hey cat, it should really be in here. And the constructor should be the one that's empty. Okay, and we'll make this one green. We'll also say welcome to B. Okay, so we're in the menu. It says hit A to go to A, hit B to go to B. Here's A, hit escape to go back. We can go to B. Oh, I'm still not doing that. Okay, so B, escape, A, and from B I can't go into A or B, and from A I can't go into A or B. So now let's put some messages into each one of these. Menu constructed. Menu entered. Menu left. And we technically never have a menu destroyed. So we'll do that inside of B. Be destroyed. So let's take a look. So it's menu constructed, menu entered, hit A to go to room A, B to go to B. Menu left. Menu entered, left, entered, menu left, entered, B destroyed. So right now there's no way for the states to pass information to each other, which is kind of important. We'll want to bake that in. I also think I want returns here. Not that I'll ever cause a problem out. Well, not going to find out. I feel like I don't really like these here. It's not really hurting too much though. Don't even need that, to be honest. I don't even need the matrix. Not needed. Just cruft to this example. I think this is also just cruft to this example. Okay. So A, back, B, back. Okay. Okay. So those are all good. Let's go to state real quick. I need a way to pass information around, so the leave, when I call leave, I'm going to pass back args. I guess. Oh boy. How do I specify an interface for data being passed around? I mean, I suppose this would work. So leave needs to return not nothing, but an any array. And any enter needs to take an any array. Or no. I don't know how to specify. I don't know how to specify a variable amount of arguments. I guess the any would be over here. Yeah, that made TypeScript very happy. I don't really understand what this is talking about. I mean, it's a function. Oh, I can't. I mean, implicitly. I literally typed in any. Okay. So probably get some of this screen back. Update's fine, draw is fine. Push. This is strange. Pop. I think I need to pass the contents of leave into enter. Yeah, okay. So maybe this is a good way. Let's see, does it still work? Nope. Undefined is not iterable. That is true. Args equals state.leave. Do I do it this way? This seems dirty. No, I still can't do that. Okay. Oh, wait. No, that's happening from up here. Interesting. Oh. The reason why I can't put this in if statement is because enter needs to happen no matter what. I guess I just need an else. So leave needs to return an array of any. Oh, no, 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 no. Gosh. This is so not JavaScript-y. But there's so much that could go wrong when doing this. I think it should be a single object. Can I like get typings on this? No. You know what? Maybe any is the right answer. So if I want to pass stuff into... Oh, this is so dumb. Of course. Of course I would do it this way. What about the opposite direction? What should that look like? That's less... I have a feeling there shouldn't be an opposite direction. Otherwise it would be like this. We'll just try that just by fading the color. Oh boy. But I have no idea who I am going to, so I can't really just pass arguments in. Oh. So okay, I'm okay with push, I'm not okay with pop. So pop doesn't get to pass any arguments because no one knows who called them. However, when you are pushing them though, you know explicitly what you're pushing and you can push stuff in with it. So we'll just do it that way. Okay, so when we're pushing, we get also args of type any. So we call this top.leave if it exists. We always, and then we enter and we pass in I feel like I smell something weird. We pass args into it. And then we push the state on. Oh. Wait. Oh yeah. None of this is necessary. Hey kitty. I didn't realize it got so dark. Let me turn on my light. Okay. Okay, so I feel dumb because we don't need to be passing arguments around at all. We're just going to use the constructors. Because this is JavaScript. And we can pass whatever constructors or variables we want into here and use them. So I really wanted to pass something into there. Okay. I don't need to look at game anymore. But state, I'm not even going to pass this in. I don't need it. This really, really simplifies things. Okay. So if I want to pass around things like I do, I'm actually just going to shape delete B because I have to do it through the tree. I'm going to call this just room. And what room does is it takes in a name and a color, and it sets this dot name equal to name and this dot color equal to color. And it says welcome to this dot name. Escape to go back. And the color it does is this dot color. Okay. So now in menu, we no longer have an A and B. We just have a room. And I read some advice online. It said never use default export. And it was pretty sound advice. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. The advice was don't do default export, because when you do a default export, I can name it anything I wanted. I could have named it room and that would work. If I wanted to do any refactoring, it's very hard for me to go and find all instances of room, just all sorts of things. But if I do named export, they are all exactly room. And I can just do a find and replace on it. So I'm going to create a new room. I'm going to pass in A and R1, G0, B0, A1. I'm going to do something similar down here for B. And it's going to be R0, G1. So enter A, back, B, back. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nothing special in those anymore. Cool. We have a Gamestate manager. So if I had text, that would make it a little bit prettier. Maybe we'll come back and make it prettier later once I get text in there. But say this is a main menu where I can choose like A, start, or B, options. I can go A, I'm in the options menu. I hit escape and go back to the main menu. And I can go B and go to the start game. And I hit escape and go back to the main menu. Or this is the game, you hit A to see your inventory, hit escape, you go to B to see your, options, I guess. Then go back to the game. Okay. Let me take one quick look through here one more time. See if there's anything easy I can clean up. I am going to change this to any. And return it. So the update can technically return something if it wants. I don't think there's any reason why it shouldn't be able to. Any? Okay. So now they line up more. Let's see what TypeScript is saying. Let's get my linter out. Args is declared, but its value is never used. Oh, that's correct. I'm not using it. Cool. Hey, cat. I'm going to change this. Should be if this dot top. Oop. Okay, that looks a lot cleaner. All right, we got a state manager. Let's go to the to-do. So I'm going to conclude the stream. That was a good hour, I think. If anyone has questions, feel free to write them out. While I'm waiting for questions, I'm just going to do some cleanup. Let's see. Oh, I had something in my mind of what I wanted to do. Well, I guess it couldn't have been that important. Right, Cat? Event bus would be good to work on. There's a lot of like the UI type stuff around making a game, or like the flow, communications. Maybe it was a demo I wanted to do. I don't remember what it was. I wanted a linter. I wanted to add a build linter in. Okay. I guess I put that under build. Or DevOps. Maybe. Maybe we want an auto release or Sember releaser. I do feel like we're getting to the point where we should start documenting these. I've been holding off a little bit because things can definitely change. Well, I'll wait a little bit more. Until we get audio and text, I don't think documentation's worth it. Because until we get those two things, I don't think it's really something the public will want to use. Let's say play. It doesn't seem like we need matrix state. Although there's still something. We'll do matrix state. That might be a good. It might be okay. As long as there's the auto multiply when you push. Okay, Gamestate. Event state or event bus we'll want to do. We called it state manager. This will just call it event bus. Don't know if I want to do this or just use that library. I really like that library. I might do it for AABB. Although this is a lot more involved. So this might be just a demo. I don't know if I actually want to bake it in. It requires a lot of requirements on the game code if I bake it in. However, if I just do a demo of it showing how to do it with the built-in fixed one, that might be good enough. Sensors. Excuse me. These are all just bonus. These are not bonus. I want to move these to the top. I think these are probably one of the more important things. Demos showing you how to do things with the engine are really important. All right, get going. Let's see. To do, Flappy word, change the title. We add the menu in there. We create a state. Looks good. This is day 28, I believe. Need to go verify that. It is, but also I need to go see what that compiler error was. Oh, there's no compiler error. Okay. So, commit and push. All right, that concludes our stream. Thank you for watching. That was another episode of Corvid Coder, where we continued working on Nuthatch. If you liked what you saw, please click like or subscribe. Or if you're on Twitch, go ahead and click follow. If you want more information, go to patreon.com/DannyFritz. You can get all the information you want in here. I'll see you later. It was fun.